Hello, hello, hello. Forgot to move my monitor then for a second. It's usually just like in the way of the camera. But hello everyone, thank you for joining in. Oh, good afternoon, Red Hole. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we are at the very, well, I'd say the very end. We're not quite the very end yet, but we are approaching the end of A Link Between Worlds. First Zelda stream, like first Zelda stream, and you're coming in at the point where we're finishing one of the games. But thank you for joining in, Exion. Thank you for joining in. So yeah, we're at the precipice, I want to say, of ending A Link Between Worlds. I hope the volume for the game is okay as myself. Oh no, very nice, yeah. Yeah, we've got the Ice Palace that we're at now to beat, and then we'll have all of these sages assembled, and then when we have assembled all of the sages, then we can go over and tackle the Yuga/Ganon debate debacle, that whole jazz. But we are we're hoping that, you know, my shock horror emulator is like holding up today, but just, yeah, seeing that thing of like, oh well, the emulator you're using for your Zelda stream, I own the game, by the way, you know, like, you own this game and just can't fucking stream off a 3DS. But like, just like, oh yeah, that emulator is like getting completely like destroyed and removed off the internet by Nintendo. It's like, oh shit, okay, cool. So I guess we've got no more updates getting in the way to make any weird shit happen. But yeah, that was certainly some news of just like, oh yeah, people who run like a big Switch and 3DS emulators and like have a big Patreon and stuff for that, they're like paying Nintendo like $2.5 million and just piecing the fuck out. And I can't comment on, like, you know, yeah, exactly right, of like, it's exactly what I tweeted out of just like, shut the fuck up. Like, if okay, like, you know, there's an argument about the legality of like emulating a game that you own, right? Like, that's kind of the stance I take of like, well, I've bought the game, like, I've bought a license to play this game, but yeah, it's just one of those things of like, there's still a complete valid argument about that, and I'm not here to talk about the legalities necessarily, but it's just like, yeah, maybe if you like doing this shit, shut the fuck up so that big companies don't catch on. If nothing else, like, don't be so fucking stupid. Like, this isn't the reason why, like, for example, in my Discord, it's like, you know, shut the fuck up about piracy. The reason I say that on our own content and stuff is like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't encourage like piracy on Adblock on like a Discord that's there for, you know, a creator, someone who's looking to not get fucked over by piracy. But if nothing else, even if it's just like you don't give a shit about being an asshole and commenting that you like use Adblock all the time on my YouTube content or whatever the fuck it is, like, even if you don't care about that, just, if nothing else, just be selfish and be like, if I'm gonna brag about this, then there's a bigger chance that this shit's gonna get taken away from me. Yeah, it's a very expensive hobby, is gaming. Like, I don't doubt that, and you know, there's plenty of games that I pirated in the past when I was younger and I had no money. There's an argument of like, well, why the fuck should I pay a scalper on eBay hundreds of pounds for like an old fucking copy of an N64 game or something, or a GameCube game or whatever, when like realistically I could just emulate it, and it's not taking away money from the company because they're not selling it to me. Like, there is an argument there for all this stuff. I don't doubt that, but it's just like, you know, like, no one has to be an asshole and brag about stealing content. But if you do it, just you know, maybe like hush hush and just go and enjoy what you enjoy. Okay, so that's higher up. That's one weird thing about this dungeon right now, is that they are really utilizing that 3D. Because, like, without the 3D effect, it's really hard to tell that that's on, like, a different plane to where Link is right now. Yeah, and, like, that's the thing, is I think it's totally... I very much agree with people when they say it's not a black and white argument. There is a lot of there is a lot of kind of back and forth of like what is legal, what isn't, what is right, what isn't. Like the whole thing of like, oh well, you shouldn't pirate games. It's like, as I said earlier, of like, but what if a game isn't on sale anywhere and I have to pay a scalper on eBay instead of like literally that's my only option. And like, I don't necessarily think the right answer is just I should feel completely correct in stealing everything, but at the same time it's like, but maybe companies should try and be better about like preserving the content that they've made over the years. And like, look at this is a game that we can't buy anymore. Like, no, the internet never seems to listen about it, but I'm glad that, like, you know, every now and then, when you talk about this stuff for long enough, or you talk loudly enough about it, like, occasionally you make sense to a couple of people, and maybe they'll bear it in mind. Of like, you know, like working with Carl and stuff, like we've said in the past, of like, honestly, I couldn't really care less if like you're using ad block on our YouTube videos, but to like come over to us and be like, hey, I love your content, but I use ad block, soz. It's like, why do you need to tell us? Like, I don't really care. Like, do what you want to do, it's your own life, but to like weirdly have that, you know, that kind of like almost bragging mentality about essentially stealing views from us. But yeah, it's thank you very much. It's much appreciated, and I like that thing is, again, I don't necessarily begrudge people for using ad block. I've done so in the past myself. Like, I get that ads can be frustrating and annoying, like, but just all I ask is for a, you know, that little bit of respect, is to not necessarily have to tell me that you use ad block on my own videos and shit like that. That's all I ask for. Is like just that little tiny modicum of respect. But you know, it's one of those weird conversations. For example, with this game, as I said, is like this game literally is unable to be bought by, like, you cannot buy this game from Nintendo anymore. Like, the 3DS shop has been shut down. There is no, like, actual way to give Nintendo themselves money for this video game. And it's like, I'm not necessarily going to pat you on the back and tell you it's right for then going and stealing and emulating it or whatever, but I also understand why it's like, yeah, it's a bit shit of them to just shut down a complete service for you know, for all of their customers and give people no avenue to buy anything anymore. Yeah, GameCubes are hitting that, like, GameCubes are the one right now. They're certainly the kind of like hot thing in the market at the moment, as far as I can tell. At least when it comes to Nintendo. It's like, that's what all of the scalpers and things are aiming at the moment, is GameCube games and GameCube systems and stuff. So yeah, for myself, that's not nicest thing to know, because I think, and this is exactly why, you know, GameCube is the big thing in the market, is because people who were kids who grew up with the GameCube are, you know, late, like, you know, not late, at like early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, like they probably have a bit more disposable income, and they're starting to like get very nostalgic for those older games that they played as a kid, and yeah. Oh shit, okay. I'm getting rid of my own platform here. Oh, it does grow back. So yeah, it's one of those things of it's nice to be able to, I like the feeling of playing on original hardware and stuff, and it's admittedly hard to get some of it to look nice on HD TV as well, like, but there is a certain there is like a certain niceness to getting, like, you know, extra wires and stuff, and investing in, you know, all these like enhancers and things to make it look nicer on HD DVD or HD and 4K TVs. I know, like, there's all like the extra stuff that I've not even invested in, where you can get like stuff like the Mister or something like that, or like the Pink 5 and shit. Like, I don't know what they actually are. Like, I've heard people talk about them before, but I don't know myself. I just listen to, like, you know, a retro gaming podcast and pick things up from them every now and then, but I've not really gone and bought any of that stuff myself. But I respect that, like, yeah, there is some niceness to be able to, you know, to do that and make your games look really good, and playing like them scaled correctly and everything, but it's expensive. Okay, drop down here and get that. They do look a bit like Zubats, and that's one funny thing is, like, also, hi Ross, I forgot to say hello. Thank you for joining in. I remember not long ago with the conversation of, like, Pal World happening, of people being, oh, well, you know, Pal World stole all the Pokemon designs, and a big thing that I saw coming up is, like, did you actually know that Pokemon just stole all their designs from Dragon Quest? And it's like, okay, so what's the examples? And it's like, well, here's a bat. Zubat and Golbat are also bats. Yeah. It's like, well, here's a slime, and here's Muck. Yeah. And it's like, at some point, a bat is a bat. Like, there are some Pal World designs where I'm like, oh, that really looks like a Luxray, for example. Hey, that looks like the model from Cinderace. Just put, like, a grassy theme on top of it. But other ones, I'm just like, well, yeah, it's a Ninetales fox. Like, that's literally something out of story and mythology and shit. Like, that's Anubis. Like, yeah, it looks a bit like Lucario, but probably because Lucario might have been inspired by the idea of an Anubis. And it's like, some of it looked and felt really egregious, but others, it's like, kind of just, you know, at some point a bat looks like a bat. Like, I understand the idea of just going, like, you know, in this example, you just saying, like, hey, that looks a bit like a Zubat. It's like, yeah, totally fair, but when people are, Nintendo should sue the shit out of them, here's some examples, you have to be a lot more litigious of, like, no, this is specific design elements that are ripped straight from these designs. It can't just be like, well, bats look similar to bats, and it's like that thing of just, yeah, the some of the Pal World designs being heavily inspired / you know, ripping off Pokemon. I 100% agree with that, but the whole, oh, well, Pokemon just stole from Dragon Quest, it's like, at some point, it's just bullshit. You can't Can't just be saying, like, you know, bats look like bats and therefore it's a stolen design. I think, you know, if anyone's curious in chat, just look up, like... I think if you just Google, you know, Pokemon Dragon Quest design similarities or something, you'd be able to see them, but a lot of them are just... Here's generic fantasy monsters, and they both take inspiration from the same kind of, you know, as I say, pretty generic monster designs. Go about down here. Yeah, I have to go back up to that room where I activated the bomb. Go with this. Ah. I was not thinking very well at that point. I think that's also the red mail. The red tunic. I don't know whether they call them a tunic or a mail, and because I remember in Link to the Past, it was called like the red mail instead of like the red tunic. I think maybe the tunic term started coming into actual play in game in Ocarina of Time, maybe. And I presume like mail is just kind of shorthand term that's similar to like chainmail or something. Don't know. Particularly. We'll find out now then. No. It must be. That's handy though. That's quite a nice increase to stamina. I don't mind helping with a Latias build, yeah. I don't know too much about like Latias' stats and stuff, but I can give my insights of what insights I do have. I've not looked at building a Latias yet myself, so I don't know like, particularly the stat build or anything, but I can give it my best shot. Hey, hang on. Yes. Hang on, there was... Really slowly. Okay, well, Link does have a walk animation. For a second, I just saw him, like, kind of gliding. And thought... It kind of looked for a second like he was just going to start gliding. Mist Ball, Carmine, Draco Meteor, and Tailwind. Fair enough, yeah. Where's the small key? That's what I'm really getting fucked around by. Oh shit, yeah. I've not got the fire rod on. Ooh. Come on. No, let's put this down. The Mega Empoleon's back. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Oh, no! Yeah. Oh, for fuck... Oh! Has 130 base special defense. Yeah. I mean, I've always seen people prefer to use like a bulky set on Latias and Latios, as far as I'm aware. Rocky helmet for the item. So you're gonna like lean heavy into like what HP and defense EV investment. So obviously with having 130 special defense, like it's going one or two ways with it. Of either make it just the absolute special defense tank, or just cover up the lack of defensiveness by giving it all the EVs in defense and just hope that the like pure stats cover the special defense. So if you got Carmine on there, yeah. I would presume if you went Carmine, you probably want to you want to have like just heavy defense investment, and maybe either go like HP defense or like defense and special attack, maybe, or like a bit of HP, a bit of defense, and then like full special attack or something like that, maybe. Psy spam team. Is that as in just like spamming psychic or something? Like, I'm not particularly familiar with the term Psy spam. If that means like something specific other than just like the obvious of spamming psychic. Yeah. Oh, okay, this is go around that. Down this way. That's what the small key's been at. Then how? That's very nice. Glad to hear that you managed to finish it. Like, yeah, that's just a very nice turnaround of just like, well, you know, not long ago I thought I was fucking done with this shit. Like, no, I've actually managed to do it. Like, congrats. Where you're just like making it past that barrier. Fair play, yeah. And the fact that, like, yeah, you've actually gone back and completed a college course and shit, like, yeah, fucking congrats, man. Like, well done for doing that. Nice to know that just, like, you're able to get past that point. I don't know where I'm going now. I'm completely lost. Yeah, I remember you saying that, like, your tutor was gonna help, like, recommend you for another course in September, which is awesome. Sorry, I'm just slightly also just slightly confused at the moment of, like, where the fuck I'm going. Slightly distracted. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Got a small key. Trying to do, like, mental mapping of the dungeon. Where the fuck have we not been yet? healthy. Psychic terrain. Shuts down priority move. Oh shit, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. I can imagine that goes well together of like Brick Room plus Psychic Terrain. I mean, the biggest issue I presume with that team would be like just oh, there we go. That's how we get there. I think the biggest problem you might find is like how prevalent Rillaboom is, maybe. But it might be one of those things similar to kind of what I dealt with Ninetales of like, I presume maybe you're using like what do you call it, in DDD as a Psychic Terrain setter because it's got like the ability. And at that point, that's almost guaranteed to be slower than a Rillaboom would be, so would set the terrain itself. Like if they both get sent in on the same turn, Psychic Terrain would run out because in DDD is slower. At least that's how it worked with Snow Warning versus Drought. Okay. Yeah, just see, that was like the opposite to the experience I had. Like the time I struggled with education was like I'd never finished uni, and like I made a lot of friends in uni, and you know, eventually ended up, you know, that ended up one of my friendships turned into having a job and me doing more stuff like this with Carl. But yeah, it's like I had the opposite thing of I was good at making friends at uni, not good at completing my uni course. And ironically, now it might be a case of like, well, I've somehow entered, currently at very least, into a job market that, like, oddly enough, even YouTube and Twitch might be a more fucking stable job at the moment than game development would have been for me. I'm very curious about this other room there. Back over here. There is a chest up there. I mean, that's the thing, is like gaming itself has been making more money, but like the, you know, the struggle at the moment is more that, like, you know, obviously just a shit ton of layoffs are happening regardless of whether game companies are making profits or not. Like, who would have thought that the, like, massive boom of players that we saw when everyone was locked inside might not have, like, happened to continue forever? Did no one who was investing in shit see that part come in somehow? Of like, yeah, everyone isn't going to be locked in the house forever, spending infinite money on games. Like, that well is gonna surely run dry at some point, right? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you just had to go all the way around for 100 rupees. We've got infinite, like, we've not got infinite rupees, we've got max rupees already. Yeah, like, it does depend, but, you know, I think there's a lot to say about the fact that, like, a lot of the games I'm streaming are 10 plus years old. A lot of the games I play are, like, games I'm already playing, like Destiny. And just, yeah, there's not that many new games that I pick up. Like, in all honesty, when I truly think about it, it's like, yeah, just, like, I've just paid full price for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's not like I don't buy new games, but, no. Well, I pay for Game Pass. So, like, I don't directly buy games on Xbox necessarily, but I'm still putting money into, like, the Xbox ecosystem every month to get access to those games. That's the thing is, like, you know, admittedly, you know, my partner gets free PlayStation games, so I'm not committing to that economy, but, like, you know, they work for that company and earn their money, so one of us is. One of us is helping PlayStation out, but, like, Game Pass, I'm paying towards that. You know, I'm paying towards Nintendo games when they come out. I'm buying, like, third-party games like Final Fantasy. It's not like I'm not buying games, but just, yeah, a lot of stuff that I am playing isn't necessarily, like, always brand new stuff. So, unfortunately, no. Just what, like, I mean, not all immediately happening, but in, you know, various levels, like 900 just gone up, so just, like 8% staff cut off or something like that. And it's not even just Sony, it's just like that's every company. It's been like 4 stories this week of companies laying people off and shit. Real rough. And yeah, just like I went and studied for game dev, and like, not that that would have been, you know, impossible to get a job in or anything, but it's like this very current moment, I'm like, well, YouTube is pretty rough, but like, at least I'm glad I'm not sitting here and worrying about trying to find a job in that field at the moment. A lot of stupid investment shit. As far as like I'm concerned, a lot of it is just like stupid decision making in terms of like, oh well, we think this COVID money is gonna last forever, as I say. There's no way it clearly could, but also just like capitalism in general of just, well, shareholders don't like the fact that growth is up by 3%. It's meant to be going up infinitely every year, faster and faster. Like, small gains every year are not good enough. Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, I like that idea of, like, the butterfly effect of me. But just don't talk about the butterfly effect movie. But yeah, Wiki Weekends is doing well. It's like, just numbers are up at the moment, like, just generally across the board. Not, again, talking about growth being, like, small growth is fine. Massive, like, numbers of just, will we expect to see infinite growth massively with no effort over zero amount of time? It's like, yeah, we don't have those kind of expectations, but, you know, when we're looking at our analytics, every arrow is going up and not down, and it's like, that's all we can really ask for, so hoping it just continues in that way. numbers are up. That's as simple as you keep it, right? Though, like, if just you don't need to worry about the math. It's just you click on your analytics and like, oh, all the arrows are green and pointing up and saying good job, and it's like, cool, thank you. That's all we need to know. Nightbot, calm the fuck down, Jesus. Hate when they all like time out to bundle up in the same way. It's like, fucking hell, I'll leave it alone. Yeah, no, Hitsu and Gudra is like really good in terms of like, let's say, versatility and stuff. Like, it's a good Pokemon. It's just not a design that I like, unfortunately. Nightbot's like, please. Please, I want to join in the conversation. Here we go. The sages coming together. And yeah, again, like, that was just kind of like a bit of a convoluted dungeon, but I'm glad that it wasn't as frustrating as an Ice Palace could have been, because it wasn't like the Link to the Past one where just half of the floors were just ice all of the time. We were slipping around everywhere. But just like, that is the biggest thing to me in this game, is that like all of these 7 Dark World dungeons, low rule dungeons, have been, you know, a 4 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, of 4 or 5 out of 10. Like, they've all been interesting, but they've all taken me half an hour. And I guess that kind of makes sense with it being a 3DS game. Like, it's built for like portable play, I suppose, but that wasn't the case when we were playing like the fucking Game Boy ones, was it? They weren't afraid to just like be fucking ball busting. You're welcome, Red Heart. Like, it's been like, nice to have an excuse to like actually get back into team building. It was very, very funny. I was actually having a conversation with my father today, and like, they just were like, "Oh, what, you know, what have you been up to since we last spoke? It's been a little while. Like, it's been a couple of months. Like, you've been up to much?" And like, one of the things I mentioned was like going to the Pokemon tournament with Carl and another friend. Oh, were you like competing in the tournament? Like, oh no, but like now I'm kind of, it's inspired me to want to train to compete in like next year's regionals and stuff. And then he's like, so like, when you say like Pokemon tournament battles, what does that mean? Like, what are you doing? Is it like, you know, card games or something? Like, explain like, no, there is card games, but I'm thinking of the video game stuff. And then he was just asking like, so what do you do? And I was like, I could sit you down for an entire day. This could be like a fucking lecture from me with a prepared presentation and stuff. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to like explain to you over the phone in 2 minutes. Like, it's like, you've just opened up a fucking can of worms here. Just, I don't think I'm going to be able to explain this over the phone. Don't worry about it. Like, just know that I want to play some Pokemon. And yeah, inspired me to train to just be the very best. I've dabbled. Like no one ever was, yes. But like, I've dabbled in the past. Pokemon X and Y, I got really into it with friends, and kind of did quite a bit of it Sun and Moon wise as well. And then I have like built a few Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet last year, and you know, built a couple of teams and stuff. And then when I went to the Pokemon tournament, it kind of like inspired me to really get into it again when we were watching some battles and stuff. And yeah, we've done like a couple of streams so far. We did like one last Thursday of just like me basically spending the next, you know, 6 months to a year just doing my best of like building teams, learning the meta, learning Pokemon better, and hoping to like actually take it a bit more seriously. I mean, it's very weird, right? Of like, generally speaking, a lot of the time when people are like, what are the best 3DS exclusives? People, not everyone, but a lot of people default to Link Between Worlds. Like, I know this game ranks the top of many people's 3DS exclusives list. And yeah, like, I think this is like a very good Zelda game. I think this is like on the opposite end of the spectrum where I've had like a lot of bashing my head against a wall with a lot of the older Zelda games. This one has felt like there's been almost like half the time I just mindlessly kind of talking and playing, and there's not been much of a barrier to entry in this one. Like, it's a lot of the time felt like I'm just kind of along for the ride, and it's just happening. And I guess that's because I've just got a lot of experience with Zelda games that, like, a lot of it is kind of second nature to me, but there's been very little pushback from this game, and it's been really fun to explore and enjoy, but it's just not been challenging me, you know, on a gameplay or, like, a mental level almost at all, really. So yeah, it's one of those weird things of like, it's a really well designed good game, but the fact that like it's been like almost, you know, zero effort required to complete the game so far, I think it does bring it down a little bit. In the same exact way that like on the opposite end of the spectrum, something like Oracle of Ages was like so just fucking brutally hard and sometimes just like impossible to follow where I was meant to be going and stuff. Like, that also dragged the game down for me. So it's weird of like, I don't quite know where I'm gonna like kind of figure this in my head in terms of like how this ranks as a Zelda game, because all of it's been enjoyable. All of it's well designed, all of it's cool. Like, definitely ding it a little bit for the fact that it just like just straight up copies a lot of the world elements of A Link to the Past, because, you know, potentially like originally was a remake that got spun off into a sequel. The whole thing's been really enjoyable. The whole thing's not been challenging to any level of degree. Like, I've not really had to think about much of what we've been doing. I mean, you say that Zelda thrived on the 3DS. It did also get Triforce Heroes on the 3DS. Of like, I've never played that with 3 people, but as a person who played the first couple of hours that on their own, I just quit. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I've always wanted to. It's no Sticker Star. I've not played Sticker Star, but that's because I've heard horror stories about Sticker Star. Like, that's the weird thing, is like, I think the 3DS is such a weird console because, yeah, it was a pretty cool machine and a pretty cool console, and like you know, Link Between Worlds, Majora's Mask 3D, and Ocarina of Time 3D, really cool. But like, yeah, just Triforce Heroes is not great, but compared to what some of the others like other Nintendo franchises got on the 3DS treatment-wise, like fucking Paper Mario Sticker Star and New Super Mario Bros. 2. Like, doing Mario fucking dirty with those ones. The German Barbara Pie song. Oh, yeah, I did like some of the Zelda 3DS XLs. Or just 2DS XLs and stuff, like the Majora's Mask one. Like, the only 3DS I own is the Ocarina of Time 3DS. which also looks really nice. Which was like the black one with like the gold delicate trim and stuff. Yeah, I definitely think that in terms of, I think I prefer like the 3DS hardware to the DS. I quite liked Pokemon on it, for example, but I just generally think a lot of series thrived in the DS games a lot more. Like Pokemon was like Hot Gold, Soul Silver, like Black and White 2. I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl. Like Platinum was definitely a big improvement on them. But they're not my favorite games, but like I definitely think the combo of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black and White 2 is stronger than like X and Y and Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. A song about a woman named Barbara who can make a phenomenal rhubarb pie. Yeah, that kind of sounds like a similar sticker style then to like what was it called? Color Splash. Like Color Splash, I think like the visuals were really cool. Some of the world design was really fun, like some of the music I liked, but it just also felt like it was a really bad Paper Mario game. And kind of same with Origami King, but I did prefer Origami King more. But I didn't like the battle system in Origami King very much. Yeah, get those songs. Go. Is like... my game really laggy again? It's saying that, like, I'm unstable, but... just let me know in terms of, like, how it is watching for you people at home. It's saying, like, that my stream's unstable at the moment, but it doesn't appear to be actually having any problems. But Twitch is just like, oh, you're unstable, but your bitrate is in red, but still what it normally is. I don't know if they've just changed, like, I think they might have changed the maximum bitrate, so maybe my bitrate is now, like, classified as lower, even though it's what I've always used. Cool. Well, yeah. As long as everyone in chat seems to not be having problems with it. Yeah, at some point it just makes it look like Twitch is calling me fucking unstable, which they're not wrong, but I'm not, here for Twitch to dunk on me. So yeah, maybe we can see whether, like, the low rule castle section is a little bit of a jump up in difficulty, because obviously, as I mentioned, in the system of you can do any dungeon in any order, similar with, like, the, I was about to say, actually, they didn't do that in Scarlet Valley. They did make it, like, you can do it in any order, but they did make certain ones more difficult. But, like, yeah, they almost decided, like, we can't make any one of the low rule dungeons more difficult than another, because apart from the one where you need the sand rod, where, yeah, you might have to do that second, like, there is no set order, which means that, oh, well, can't make any of the dungeons too difficult, because it could be the first one that they encounter realistic, or the second one they encounter with the sand rod. It's almost like that weird thing of like, oh, in the really cool idea of making any dungeon possibly your first, it then has almost been like a slight detriment to the game, because it also means that every single dungeon's got to be the easiest dungeon. Barbara, high as a grease. I'm curious. No? Oh, okay, so this will be the, you know, relatively classic thing of just, yeah, got to go into multiple places, do like a big challenge or a big boss fight or something, and then there's like 4 different segments to unlock the 4 different locks on the door. Okay, no. What are you doing? Hey, Alex, thank you for joining along. We're going well. We pretty much just entered Low Rule Castle for like the final dungeon of the game. Yeah, I think one of the best things in terms of like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's way of doing it was the fact that like behind the scenes doing the whole like enemies will generally be harder in, for example, Gerudo Desert. However, there is like a secret leveling system to the world where like as you kill more and every enemy you kill like adds up to more experience, world experience, I think it was. And then the higher your world experience, the higher like tier enemies you would end up fighting in the world and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, feel free to just pop the song in chat. I'll you know, there's a good chance I just forget to check it out, but it's a what? Throw this that way. Nope, I don't know if that was. Stop giving me rupees. I've got 9,999. Don't need more. I definitely feel like I'm not meant to be doing it. Hang on, yeah. What am I doing? Can't just shoot an arrow. And there's been do in terms of there's no like remote bomb variation, right? On here. Tiny little like ankle high wall for that does help me, correct? Yes, there we go. Oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah. That's meant to be stood on. Need to actually get on. Oh, very nice. Well, yeah. Thank you for joining, fish. Peace out on the frog wall. I like it. So what did this... Oh, it isn't allowed to drop down. I get it. Tiny bomb brethren. Sure that nothing's there to hit us. Like, it's a big bomb, but it's a very little bomb in comparison. At least our bombs are compared to this. Oh, oh, fuck off! Make sure we. God damn it! All the way back. Go around. Make life a little bit faster for us. Oh, for... God damn it. The frog person. Did we not? I swear we. I thought I had shared them before. This cat. I thought we'd like shared their Twitter or something, but pretty sure it's this person. The frogs look very similar. I just can't specifically find like. Can't find the ones that are fried ones. Frogs look the same. Can't specifically find frogs. Yeah, I can put pride. No? Okay, I'm presuming from the fact that frogs look the same and I remember this name, presuming that it's this person. Ah, yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I found it as like Catliente Twitch on Etsy. But I couldn't find like their frogs on Etsy. Maybe they've just like shared them not as like an Etsy thing because they were like free for everyone. They might have just shared that specifically on like socials as like a different link. Nice, yeah. I was gonna say, because like I tried to remember the name because obviously I'm using their emotes, so don't want to not be able to credit them. But yeah, I knew it was something vaguely along those lines. But yeah, I remembered it enough where like yeah, if I just googled like a few things, then I'd be able to find them to credit them. Oh, you fuck! Oh god! I don't even know how to stop that thing from shooting out. Oh, I should have blocked it with my shield. I'll just do what I did there of like poke my head around a corner first and then just block the shot. I just did the natural like thing in my brain of just like, oh, avoid it. Let my reflexes kick in. Run! Oh my god, this is just... I hope this is for a small key. I'm presuming it is because we dropped the jingle, yeah. Like, wait, I didn't really twig. I was like, if this is just for, like, rupees, I'm gonna lose my... Okay, so yeah, it's fight 4 different previous bosses, maybe harder versions. I think this purple one was, like, we only fought the purple version inside, like, the Tower of Death or whatever it was called, the Tower of Treachery, I think it was. Maybe, where we had to do, like, the 50 floors. Oh, yes! That is what I did the end of last stream. Is that I completed it again off-stream and got the super net. So I'll have to show off the super net at some point of, like, the ridiculously powered spin attack from that. When I'm not just being, like, bullied into a fucking corner by this boss. Certainly a little bit nasty. There we go. No, I'm not so bad. I wonder if we can, like, the nice ice rock. Ah. Can temporarily freeze. Good to know for the future. Why not? Get some health back. Probably just... Oh. Chance to actually heal there. I was hoping just rather than waste any bottles of things that we have. I also checked and, like, it's a very odd thing of the... We have the maximum amount of bottles in this game, which is 5? Very odd for it to be 5 and not 4 or 6. I guess I'll just try and bounce back and forth for a second. Okay, well, we've now officially lost more health doing it than again. Because our boss fight was pretty rough. Ew. Oh, fuck. I should probably actually... go back to the light world. What we should do is go spend some of this fucking infinite money that we've got on potions instead of fairies. At the moment we just I think I've got like one of those invincibility potions. And then we've got like just 4 fairies instead. Oh. But the clever thing to do would be take these 9,989 rupees we've got and go buy some actual potions. Yeah, no problem, Shadow. Go and get some sleep. After yourself. Yeah, it's 11:30 already, Christ. Time management lately has been poor at starting streams. Not that anyone's definitely. Fine, I'm very aware. Bye. Oh, shit. Okay. We only need 10 monster fails. This heals us to full health? Yes. So it's just like, wait a minute. We might not have the monster parts to actually craft 4 of these potions. Yeah, I actually do normally prefer the auto heal. But the fairies in this game are healing and be for like 5 hearts. And we've got like 16. So they're really not proving to be overly useful. Just one of those of like, at some point, I'd rather just remember that I've got to heal myself and get actually fully healed rather than like a third of my health back, maybe. Oh, nice. Are you doing Superior with Giga Drain then, I suppose? If you cover and help. Like, what, just Leaf Storm and then start Giga Draining things out. Why? Fuck you. Holy crap. Losing all my hearts immediately. Sprint past, it's fine. Plus now, I guess that it kinda means something to get rupees. Sort of. Still not great anymore, because look, at the end of the game we got 9,000 of them anyway. Oh? They're like little proximity platforms. Okay. Yeah. So, oh, yeah, okay. That gave us that. Silly bat. Oh, fuck. Ah, okay. So I was like, this is all well and good, but what do I actually do when I finish this room? Because I'm just sat in nothing. Oh shit. Okay. Ah, yeah, and then I keep... Oh! I got lucky with that one then. Bit lenient there, just close enough. Oh, you... Ah. All because I just jumped down that one little ledge. No? Okay. Go left here. See? Solid choice. This way. Here. You. Oh my word. Link having a rough time of this one. There we go. Oh, Grass used to bring leftovers. Terrible lost wall. God damn it. Be the perfect time to try out our super net. There we go. I think it said that's like triple the power of a fully powered Master Sword or something. Just doing that little spin. That little twirl with your net. But yeah, it shouldn't get us affected by the electricity there. Oh, for Jesus. Just let me out of here. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I had on my area. Obviously, the Stormwood commentary, but yeah, for mine it was a case of like I had it on initially on a trick room team, even though Superior's fast, like having the scale shot, I think it is, where like my speed would go down after every attack, but my defense would go up or something like that. And then it might have been Giga Drain. Heal. was stopping us going this way again? Ah. That we can't go up there, that's why. Do this room at all? No, we didn't. What's rupees there? So where is this small key hiding? That's where it... Cool. And now let me just be able to teleport back up here. Yeah, and that gives us access to like the second floor. Because I was looking for two things in my brain. I was like, I don't know how to get to that chest, and I don't know where the small key is. Well, maybe they are two in the same thing. Oh, we've got the super lamp as well. Should help us when this room requires a lamp. We've got a super lamp. That lamp is hindering us, right? So do we learn the pattern and then... Ah, okay. Learning. Oh, shit. Okay. Ah, all the way to the end. But then it's a zigzag. Oh, fuck. Ah! I can just walk here. Oh, fuck off. Little bat. Camping me. Ooh, okay. Hit the pillar. That's way tougher than I thought it was in terms of like, thought it'd be quite lenient with making us run across invisible walls. Or invisible floors. Wrong. So right here with a lamp. The wall in the way. Is that it? Not even a boss that time? Bit underwhelming. Just a dark nut with a big flail. And we teleport back here. Just go to the skull house. Do all of our healing up in here. teleport again. Might as well just between every time we go into a new room. And back up here, and we should have just one portion left before we then go into the big Yuga fight and all that jazz. Still, yeah, very confused as to where, I guess it might be here, but we have still not found the red tunic. Which must be in here, because we found, like, the optional... Oh. Yeah, we found the optional chest in every single place, right? Thinking to myself then that just, well, the game did say to us that we only needed the hook shot to get through here. The only thing that was technically required. No, leave it alone. No, at least at the top. Rupees, and then the one chest there that must be small key. Wait. Just need a floor master to come along and hit this switch, or no? There we go. This way. I don't need these rupees. They are not helpful to me at all. Okay. So what we get? Push one. Get the floor master to hit another while we run to another. Yeah. Okay. Didn't know how long the floor master would class as like being hit on the actual button, but okay. And now we, for a minute, give ourselves a breather. Ooh, that was close to falling. Why would you make it so that... Oh, no. I'm gonna say, why would you make it a physics object that, like, I can knock about with this? Have we got to throw it from this angle? Oh, okay. Just a little bit weird with it. Very selective. Go over that side then. Ah. Where are you going to bring us to? Okay, just the start of the room reset. too bad. Ah. Ah. Okay. I think the point is maybe hookshot it from the other side. Oh, I'm stuck. That like lattice platform there. No, no. Stealing the eye away from me. Oh, please. Come back to me. And maybe it's like, is it literally like you only get the red tunic like just before the final battle or something? Oh. This is... When we had that nice setup, it's a lot easier. Bit more of a ball like while you're running around and everything. But... yeah, we're just not fully stonked Link yet. I know, obviously, we won't have all the hearts, because I'm not bothering going seeking down, like, another, what, I think it's like 14 or 15 pieces of hearts we've got left to get. Wonder whether... Click on the map. Oh! You. There's only like chests left to get. Yep. Bury you first. So there's none on the first floor. On this floor I am missing something. So, missing... one over on the right. I only got to that room left either. Or... okay. Yeah, okay. Aren't I? We'll just wait here for a second first. Just wait. Little room with a couple of fairies in. along down here. There we go. Rupees. Yeah, I think that the other chest is, yeah, upper level when we go up here. I'm not wrong. No, 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 it's not. That would be a big mistake. As we go up here. So there is... Is it just as simple as going down? Not just that simple. I think. Not a case of being above. Is it another... Ah. There we go. The red mail. Yeah, so it is still called a mail. And not a tunic in this. So we are now ready to go. Okay, let's shut it down. Like, full canonical, full power, red mail, full master sword, Link is ready to go. I'm going into Hyrule Castle. Well, it's nice of them to just have some fairies ready for us. I'm gonna put the super net on and see if we can analyze it for... What? Big old... Very confused at what we've missed here. There's a big old doorway in Lowrule. Okay, so... I was just being silly. You're just doing that classic thing of just go forward, walk forward, that's the answer. So this should be, yeah, final boss time. Bringing out the Yuga. The Yuga clan. Oh, it's Hilda. Hilda and Zelda, technically. You've done well to come so far. You now have the Triforce storage. Like, Hilda, the fuck are you up to? Bringing out the Triforce of Wisdom out of Zelda. Just Hilda giving off some, like, about to do the bad guy twist energy right now. The legend of Lowrule fell into its current condition. Long ago, Lowrule Best sacred golden treasure. It would grant the wish of anyone who touched it. Like, what does that sound like? It was known as the Triforce in our world as it is yours. Many sought to control the Triforce, plunging Lorule into endless war. Verge of ruin. My ancestors got rid of the Triforce to stop the war by destroying it. Utterly and absolutely. It was done with good intentions, but it had disastrous consequences. Triforce was the foundation of our world, and without it, our kingdom crumbled. So just, yeah. Maybe getting rid of, like, the godly relic power of your universe should, like, not be recommended. Chaos has since reigned in Lorule. We need a Triforce, so imagine my surprise when I learned of the existence of another one. Yours. A Triforce based on such virtues of power, wisdom, and courage. I wonder what the Lorule versions of the Triforce is. As the Princess of Lorule, it's my duty to, like, save my kingdom. I must have your Triforce of courage. Hilda's reached level 1. I'm bringing Yuga the fuck back. Yuga, I command you. Seize up the Triforce of courage from him. Lorule shall be reborn. So, like, yeah, Yuga just being a pawn in Hilda's plan all along. Shit. I kind of forgot about that, I'm not gonna lie. Super at time, let's go. Didn't forget because you never knew. Fair. How can you forget something you never knew? Yeah. Shit. You know, getting those SuperNet mix-ups in there. I think it's hindering me rather than helping me, but it's fun to use. It's funny to just imagine, like, Link's defending his entire kingdom with just the net. It's got such a low range. This is why we want the full heals on the go. Oh shit. Just, yeah, being very cocky and just trying to damage boost my way through with a super net is not going well. It really doesn't seem to be doing enough damage at all to make it worth it. There we go. Give me your Triforce of power, you go do it, you bitch. Defeated. If we are low, we'll be lost forever. He was like, you fucking idiot. sweet, deluded Hilda. Care have I to save your crumbling kingdom, it's no better than the hideous Hyrule. The Triforce is mine, I plan to remake Lorule in my image. It's like, pretty good thing, like, you can just make everything paintings. You must serve your purpose. I'm like, well, imagine that, just the duo portraits. He's got, like, Hilda and Zelda, just side by side, perfect paintings of one another. Do you know which of you foolish royal girls has what I need, and now it will be mine? Well, the Yuga Power Orb. Just, I'm not quite sure how to extract the Triforce out of this picture, but I can just absorb the picture itself. Oh, level 2, let's go. Genuinely, is there not like a Ganon in this? Or is that like level 3 is like Ganon gets revealed? Do like just the organs coming in the background. How far you've wriggled. But at last you know your true destiny. Give me what's mine. Yeah. It is time to get that bacon. Play some tennis, get some bacon, let's go. Yeah, the net does not cut it for a game of tennis. Fucking hell. Fuck your little, your reverse tennis balls. Jesus. I think, yeah. Don't move, just... E? Can't come too close. Yeah, it takes a while before, like... You know. Does just spamming work. Better get one of these ready. Oh? Yuga just fucking off and being a painting. It is I, Princess Zelda. Current weapons will be useless while Yuga is a painting. I bestow on you, my hero, one more gift. Look at this, like, even Zelda, like, pulling in the fucking hard work. Just while a painting. It's the same with, like, Breath of the Wild. Like, Link, I've been holding off fucking Ganon for 100 years. Can you, like, get your shit together? We can only fire the light arrow while we're in the painting world. May your aim be true. It always is. Like, in that case, let's just drink up. Let's go painting time. Can't just send them all the way around. What? No, can't. Block the fires either. Can't do anything about them, just dodge. Fuck. just like the nice, simple rinse repeat now. Bitch, run. Fucking run, bitch. Ain't gonna help you. Those are admittedly pretty hard to dodge. You little shit. The moment one of them hits. Fuck it. Fuck it! Just... No? Oh, it does go all the way around this time. Fucking ka-chow. That was a cool boss fight, yeah. It's very much like, again, like a Link Between Worlds being a twist on A Link to the Past. Like, there was very much elements of the Link to the Past Ganon boss fight with the spear and stuff and the moveset. But, like, they're nice, just going into the wall to mix things up and stuff. You who had me imprisoned in that pain, Princess Zelda. It's like, yep. I was just fucking sniping your world for a Triforce. No one understands the sacred duty a princess has to her people more than I. Please, Hilda. Hilda bring back Ganon, or is there just no Ganon in this? I can't remember. Has been under the protection of your Triforce. This isn't over. I must have it. I must. Oh, look who it is. Ravio's gonna, like, come in and pay us off. There isn't a Ganon. I couldn't remember, yeah. Obviously, because Yuga's so similar to Ganon by the end of it. Just who the fuck is this? It's like, well... Ravio might actually be someone that we're a bit more familiar with than we thought. So, not long ago, I served Princess Hilda here in Lorule. So, begging your pardon, Princess Zelda, but would you mind if I intervene here? Yeah, I think Yuga is like the Lorule version again. I think you're right. It's like, how funny. What did Ravio do? The dark side version of Link, the hero of courage, the one who always gets the Triforce of Courage. Ravio immediately just vanished and ran away when shit hit the fan. I am a coward at heart. It's like, of course, there's a dark version of Link, or a Lorule version of Link that's a fucking coward. There was no way I had the courage to stand up to you and Yuga. If I was smart enough to go to Hyrule, I knew they'd have a hero who could help me. So he was like, well, if I'm a coward, I'm going to be able to go and find a hero in Hyrule. Like, yeah, you wanted him to defeat me. It's like, yeah, why do you think I kept giving him fucking items to do everything? With the best of intentions. Like, this is his way of being a hero in his own right. Is the only way he can be a hero is to be a coward, run away, and find a true hero who's courageous and would help. Like, I wish the best for our kingdom, but by ruining Hyrule, you bring out the absolute worst in Lorule. Like, no, I don't want Lorule to, like, get decimated, but there must be some other way. Don't you realise reason your noble ancestors destroyed our Triforce? Stop such chaos. Yeah, all you've done is, like, prove their point entirely. Zelda, just, you've fucked things up in the name of a Triforce again. Just wanted to save you from all of this, you who've worried endlessly about the fate of Lorule. Please, Princess Hilda, let's do the right thing. Like, Lorule may be doomed, but at least our kingdom won't be condemned for stealing their Triforce. It's just that, yeah, I really respect that of, like, Ravio may be a coward, but he's a coward with a good heart and good intentions and, like, is a hero in his own way. He's, like, figured out a way to you know, save the kingdom in his own right. I've been led astray, tempted by the power of your Triforce, but I swear, did it for my people. Like, yeah. Just, you know, they had good intentions. And again, like, good intentions were led astray, power corrupts and all that. A bit of a jab to Ravio there. You are so fortunate to have a hero like Link. That alone proves that Hyrule deserves its Triforce. I will ensure that you leave this dark kingdom of mine safely and with your Triforce. Follow me. I have a way that you can go home. Oh, this is Lorule's Sacred Realm. Shit. You discovered there was a strange crack in the room slate. Where we could sense there was another world beyond ours, a place where the Triforce still existed. So yeah, he and I devised the scheme that imperiled your kingdom. But I alone will set this right. So yeah, Yuga was, like, actually planned it all out and in cahoots with Hilda the entire time. It was like Hilda suddenly took a turn halfway through. It's like, no, she was the bad guy all along. You know, again, Lorule, Dark World version of Zelda makes sense. I should be able to use the last of its power to send you both home to Hyrule. Just like, as well, I like that it's described as just like this sweaty, smelly band, and it's like, or bracelet or whatever, and it's just, no, it's like seemingly this powerful reality warping bracelet that Hilda probably owned and Ravio just like nabbed off in the runaway from responsibilities. I got to meet a real live, genuine hero. Who knows? Maybe some of your courage rubbed off on me, so thanks, Link. But this is what, like, genuinely Ravio is a pretty cool character just in this last bit of redemption. Like, this reveal is just something that I found really fun. There may still be story to go, so I'm not going to say anything just yet. But I am slightly confused. Oh my god, look at that, like, terrible 3D 3DS model. It looks fine on the 3DS, but, like, god, this game is kind of ugly. Game is kind of ugly. Link just looks fucking dead. That is a corpse on the floor right there. Link? Oh, are we just in our own sacred fucking realm? Yeah, we are. There's a Triforce right there. How fucking wonderful. We're back home. Never seen the Triforce hole. Let's go take a closer look, Link. You know, let's be polite and let Zelda get there first. Just Link creeping up on it. Like, yeah, Link, just be creeping. To be driven by such desperation. My kingdom was in such a sorry state. She and I aren't as different as she thought. I really do understand why she needed our Triforce. The thing is, though, like, the Triforce isn't like the Dragon Balls. Just... It doesn't just, like, fuck off and split into 7 pieces and travel around the world when you use your wish. So, like, what happens when you stand there and utilize a wish in the Sacred Realm? Does it just, like... Does the Triforce fuck you off and teleport you out the Sacred Realm? And you have to figure out a way back? Anyone who touches it gets a wish, and as long as, like, you're pure of heart, then that wish comes true. Just Zelda just stood there in the Sacred Realm, like, spamming wishes. You restored the Triforce? Now just reach out and touch it. Whatever your wish, it will be granted. Yeah, after all we've seen, do we not share the same wish? Link be creeping on that Triforce, like, let's go. Creep up on it. Go for the stealth kill. You can't touch it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad on a 3DS. But going back and looking at it on a 3DS, I was like, oh, this game's kind of ugly. And obviously I'm sitting here with it on like my desktop monitor blown up, and I'm like, oh, this looks real ugly right now. You know, it still looks, you know, as good as maybe like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet does. I jest. Oh, look at that. Alright, fuck you all. We gave you a slightly rotated Triforce. Yeah. Why wasn't that your plan all along, Hilda? Rather than, like, stealing a Triforce. I mean, technically that implies that you can just, like, multiply Triforces. But obviously, maybe it's like a, well, this would work for like a realm of like, oh, I wish to like restore their Triforce. But like, what if Link just wished like, I wish we had another Triforce? What if Link just wishes for more wishes? Yeah, just get a selfie with the Triforce and just like take it back home. Go around to Kakariko Village and show it off. Like, yeah, man. Man, it's weird going through like a game credits where, yeah, so many Zelda credits, like they actually have enough time and room to like put a bunch of cool little tidbits in while like 2 names scroll past at a time, and it's like you look at playing, you play like fucking Spider-Man 5, Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, and hit credits on that, and there's just like, oh well, sorry, we can't put fun bits in because we need to take 8 minutes to credit like 3,000 people. If we put all this bullshit in, the credits would just be half an hour long. Oh yeah, but like, what if you keep wishing for more and more Triforces? So that then next time when you come along to like, you know, when you send the next Link into the Sacred Realm, he doesn't enter the Sacred Realm with 1 Triforce. He just walks in and there's like 50 in there. It's like the next generation gets the benefit. Again, I don't know what like the limit on the utilization of a Triforce is. I don't know what is stopping Link stood there next to a Triforce and wishing again. The Triforce doesn't like disappear as far as I'm aware. Just, yeah, does it boot you to, like, the opposite end of Hyrule and just be like, mate, go respawn in Hyrule and figure out a new way into the Sacred Realm. We've changed the password. Figure a new way in. I mean, maybe if I was Link, because it's like, fuck it, because I get 50, like, Triforces of Courage. Man, imagine if it wasn't that Ganon got 50 Triforces of Power, but it was like Ganon got a Triforce of Power, but also his like 49 top fucking Gerudo generals did. And you just had the most badass army of Gerudo. Just an army of super soldier Gerudo women just running around Hyrule fucking shit up. Little dumbass Ravio painted just on top. Just scribbled on top of one of the people like, yeah, I was there too, man. And that's what Ravio went and did when he was retired. He just went and scribbled on the fucking royal painting of like, I helped save the world, honest. Like, whoa, where did my upgrades go? Yeah, this game is over a decade old. Yeah. Yeah, fucking Christ. I mean, to be Pokemon X and Y and Link Between Worlds in 2013. That's an alright couple of games for the 3DS right there. The end. And that led on to you know, the launch of the Wii U. Clearly setting everyone up at Nintendo for success with this game. This, like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I really do think that my only real problem with the game, and we did actually die, is that the difficulty was extremely low. And that obviously has a knock-on effect to the fact that, like, the dungeons were therefore, like, not too complicated and not overly memorable, and I kind of just blasted through some of them in, like, 20-30 minutes. And that's the thing, it's not necessarily that the hero mode thing would solve the problem of, like, that's not really what I'm saying, is, like, is more the mechanical difficulties never really stepped it up. Like, the puzzles remained pretty simple throughout and pretty one note. There weren't many iterations of, like, you know, I remember going in the Tower of Hero and just going up and up and up and being like, oh yeah, I think the game utilizes, like, the verticality a bit more. And it does in terms of, like, dropping Link up and down floors, but not really in terms of many actual mechanics and puzzles and stuff. So, like, yeah, I don't really know where this kind of would fall in my ranking, because, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not going to sit here and do a ranking here right now, but it might be a good way to, like, when I've gone through every single Zelda game, we sit down and have that discussion. Still a while off yet, but yeah, very good game. Just never really got to that, like, next level, I don't think. But all of it was really good. At the same time, like, there was no real pain points in there either. There weren't many moments where, like, I had massive moments of frustration with some of the other games and had to, like, look up a bunch of stuff on guides and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a lot more of, like, a beginner-friendly Zelda. But that doesn't necessarily make that a bad thing. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to make another poll in the Discord to vote on what Zelda game we do next based on, like, the few we have left at this point. I think Zelda 1 and 2, Oracle of Seasons, Skyward Sword, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. That may be all the ones we've got left now. Working our way through the series. These Tunic Tuesdays, we're getting through them, but I'll post a poll soon in that Discord, maybe tomorrow or something. And, yeah. Just, we'll be back next week with whatever Zelda game people decide on, but I will be back on Thursday at the same time this week and doing a continuation of the Pokemon X Nuzlocke that we're doing. So just all in on, like, those 2013 3DS games lately. I didn't even put, like, 2 and 2 together until, yeah, just saw that in the credits. So, like, yeah. Came out, like, pretty much the exact same time as Pokemon X and Y did. But anyway, thank you all for joining, and hope to see any of you on Thursday, but if not, no problem. Have a lovely day, evening, or night, wherever you are, everyone.